Hello everyone, how you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day, and today we are here with a Brine Rats Slayer guide for old school RuneScape in my endless adventure to make as many Slayer guides as possible. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. If you do, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to check out more of my content, you can do so in the description down below along with other Slayer guides. So to start, should you kill Brine Rats? In my opinion, it's a maybe. I think for lower to med levels, you definitely should, but for the higher level players, you're going to want to avoid it. The main reasons that I give it a maybe is that it is decent GP, not great GP, and it's also kind of a slow task, but both of these things are great if you're, a lower level player, because no matter even if it's a slow task or not, it's doable and they have pretty low defense, so that's good, doesn't even matter, and decent GP at low to med levels is great through Slayer, so I think most people should come here, but higher levels should avoid. For the requirements, you'll need 47 Slayer along with Olaf's quest to be completed to be able to get assigned this task. Brine Rats are essentially weak to everything. I'll be talking through the melee and range version since mage isn't really that great in Slayer except for a few spots. Their attack style is melee based and their max hit is a 9. In terms of what you could expect from the drops, they drop medium clues at a 1 in 128 rate. Brine Sabers are dropped at a 1 in 512 rate, and these are currently worth about 150k, and their overall GP per kill is about 900 GP, which again for low to mid level Slayers, pretty good. So for the melee options here, we have three very different setups. On the left hand side is basically the worst I would come here with, and then on the right hand side is a good example of a medium level Slayer setup. Definitely not the highest of tiers, but again, I don't want to put the highest of tiers on here because I don't think those people should be here in the first place. As far as the melee setups though, essentially just trying to maximize your DPS output along with your melee defense, because again, they will be dealing melee based damage and they hit a 9 as their max hit, which is kind of high for this low of Slayer. Of course, just take the best items you have from any of the setups. You don't have to take all of one. But there are a couple alternative options as well in terms of weapons if you want to mix it up. They're weak to everything as far as weapons go, so whatever you have and are actively using should be good enough to get this task done. Then for the range options here, we have two different setups. On the left hand side, kind of a lower level setup, and on the right hand side, a little higher level. You could switch in a magic short bow if you wanted to, since they have low defense. That wouldn't hurt too much and could actually help you. But these are two pretty universal setups, so you can bring those if you'd like to try some ranging. Then beyond that, as far as how to get there, then in terms of how to get there, we are going to Relica to find a cave in the northwest down below some snow. So essentially, the best way to get here is going to be the fairy ring code DKS. That will take you basically right to where you need to be, but you do need Fairy Tale Part 2 at least partially started to be able to get that. The next best option is a Slayer ring in which you can teleport to the Relica Slayer cave. Then the third option is the Relica POH Tele. You can either do this through having a house located there or using a scroll of redirection on a house teleport. And then the fourth way to get here is the Camelot teleport. You can either do that with runes or you can buy a Camelot teleport tablet from the Grand Exchange. Then for getting there in the inventory, I have found a fairy ring nearby and I can get there pretty easily. As far as the inventory though, I have a Slayer ring to get to this fairy ring, also a Drayman staff to use, and a spade to dig down once we get there to find the cave. Also has some house teleports for after the task. You can bring whichever exit teleport you'd like. And beyond that, some super combat potions and some food. I bring pineapple pizzas because I think they're the best bang for your buck, but up to you on how you want to do that. Throw on your Drayman staff and make your way there. Personally, I guess I don't have to because I'm on, an account that has the ability not to wear it. But once you get here though, go ahead and just run up to this windswept tree and then dig one tile to the south of it. Then from there, you'll be thrown on in the little lair that we want to be in. Once you make it down here, the Brine Rats are just right over there to the north, so just click up there and you'll be dragged around the little room here. You should remember this from the Olaf's quest where you had to go around, and I don't know, not a very memorable quest to be honest. But once you've made it on over here, it's as simple as killing the Brine Rats. Are level 70. There's not too much to focus on. Just make sure that you're potted up. And then from there, go to town. There's, like I said earlier, a 1 in 512 chance at the Brine Saber, which is the main thing that you're looking after, but they do drop a lot of runes and raw food and stuff like that. So it is a very nice task just in terms of casual drops you can pick up. Not a lot of lower level Slayer tasks drop the types of drops that Brine Rats do. However, the quest requirement makes it a little harder to be able to get here, but if you have it done, it's definitely a worthwhile task. If you want to range, you could use the bones as safe spot or several obstacles in the room if you do need a safe spot. But overall, as far as the drops go, very good drops, stackable, not going to have to worry too much. Maybe you have to bank if you're taking a little bit too much damage, but again, I mean, it's not terribly far from a bank if you have some of the better teleport options. Overall, a pretty good task in my opinion. You could bring a cannon as well if you'd like, but that will kind of eliminate the profit that you're getting here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this guide. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Anything you want to see from me, let me know in a comment down below. And on top of that, if you want to see more videos like this as soon as I go live, make sure to subscribe. Also, we'll be streaming some Hardwireman content later today on Twitch. Check that out down below. But with that said, hopefully you have a wonderful day, and peace.